Let's talk about what happened overnight with Senator Elizabeth Warren on the floor of the Senate. She was asked to conclude her remarks based on the maligning, so to speak, of another U.S. Senator, that being Jeff Sessions, now nomination still debated to be the next Attorney General. You, by some Republicans a few years back, were criticized for going after Senator McConnell on the floor of the Senate. Is this different or not now, Senator?
Well, listen, it's another example last night of what I said a minute ago, Bill, which is that the Democrats are angry and they're out of their minds. You know, we're seeing in the Senate Democrats objecting to every single thing. They're boycotting committee meetings. They're refusing to show up. They're foaming at the mouth practically. And really, you know, where their anger is directed, it's not at Republicans. Their anger is directed at the American people. They're angry with the voters. How dare you vote in a Republican president, a Republican Senate, a Republican House? You know, they are right now embracing what many of the Senate Democrats are taking the lesson of this election was that Hillary was too moderate. And they need to go more Elizabeth Warren, more Bernie Sanders, more extreme and on the fringes. I think that's really unfortunate. And I think last night you saw that with Elizabeth lashing out at Jeff Sessions and really lashing out at the American people because she's angry about the election.
Should she have been able to continue or not? Or wasn't she, perhaps you can make a case, playing by the same rules that you were playing by, Senator?
Well, listen, I wasn't there on the Senate floor last night. I was actually over on another network, on CNN, in a 2-hour debate with Bernie Sanders on Obamacare. And I got to say, at the time, we were having the sorts of debates that I think ought to happen a lot more often. You know, on most issues in politics, you get 60 seconds or 90 seconds, and everyone talks through their talking points, and you're done. We spent 2 hours in a town hall with CNN answering questions, delving down.
I watched part of that, but you know the left is fired up, and Elizabeth Warren is in part helping to lead that charge.
Well, and I got to say, by the way, that the charges that she was making against Jeff Sessions are demonstrably false. They're slanderous. They're ugly. And it's one of the crutches. You know, when the left doesn't have any other arguments, they go and just accuse everyone of being a racist. And it's an ugly, ugly part of the modern Democratic Party. Jeff Sessions is an honorable, decent person. The charges that she was recounting, you know, Senate Judiciary Committee, we had extensive hearings. We heard from witnesses, people involved in these false charges. And I'll point out, listen, the Democrats are the party of the Ku Klux Klan. You look at the most racist, you look at the people, the Dixiecrats. They were Democrats who imposed segregation, imposed Jim Crow laws, who founded the Klan. The Klan was founded by a great many Democrats, and yet now the Democrats just accuse anyone they disagree with of being a racist. That was a false smear of Jeff Sessions, and I think he's going to make an extraordinary Attorney General. After 8 years, we deserve an Attorney General who'll be faithful to the law and faithful to the Constitution.
Last question.